How's everybody doing today? Today I'm going to harvest some potatoes. I got 2.5 rows here. The rows are about 45 feet long. I'm not going to do them all. I'm going to do a few. Some of the plants are dying back, which means they're ready to pick. I've held them up twice now, and they're looking good. I've already picked a few just for a few people, and pretty impressed with the harvest so far off them. I just want to show you something real quick here. I was pretty lucky this year. I didn't get very many potato beetles because it's first year planting here. So there's some, but not too many. I was on top of them, knocking them off and whatnot. But I just saw some right here. So this is what they look like when they're laying their eggs. So these guys you really want to crush to help prevent any more further beetles coming in to eat your plants. But this is what the plants look like. They're nice and healthy. So this is still growing. If you never harvested potatoes before, you want to make sure that the plant has started to die back a bit. And I'll show you what that looks like in a second. But look, I found another one of these guys. Let's get him crushed up. Well, there's two of them. There's a lot of them here. So we want to get them gone here so that they don't lay any more eggs. And you can see this is what it looks like after they've been hatched and they start eating away at your leaves. If you let them eat them all, the plant all the way down, you're basically going to get no potatoes because there's nothing left for the plant to grow. You basically destroyed them. I don't see any on here because they've all been pretty much, I think, destroyed now. And oh, there's another one. I've never seen so many of the actual laying ones alive before. But it's good to be on top of that. Oh, I see another one down here. Oh, there's a lot of them in here right now. Oh, they're usually pretty slow moving. So anyways, here we go. Some ways you can tell your plants are getting ready to pick. You can start seeing the yellowing here. They're starting to die back and die off. So this one I would probably definitely pick, starting to get the yellowing. But over here, these plants have totally died back. These ones I probably should have picked already, but it's okay. They will be easy to pick here, and we'll get a good harvest. And down here, I already harvested some last week just to see how the plants are doing. They weren't quite ready, but today is the day. So I will go get my basket and we will pick some potatoes and see what we get. I know I planted banana fingerlings, Russian blue. Apparently you're not supposed to call it Russian anymore. And there's a whole bunch of random white ones in here. I'm not sure of the varieties, but I'll go get the basket. We'll start harvesting. Potatoes is super easy. All you gotta do is brush away the dirt and dig down. I usually like to dig down as far as I possibly can get because I usually plant them fairly deep, and every year you always get surprises of potatoes growing up in your beds that you totally missed, which is okay because it's always like a free gift in your garden. So I'll set the camera up here, show you guys some digging of potatoes. Sorry for all the traffic noise, the highway's right there. So I'm just gonna take the dirt and pull this side here. Sometimes what you can do if the plant's still in good tack, you can pull it right up and then you'll get potatoes on it. But because the plant's so dead, there's not much on it. And I think these might be the purple Russians here because the plant's looking purple here. So let's get into it here. Let's see what we get. And the soil's pretty heavy because I didn't really amend it with much compost this year. So if you want, you can always use like a pitchfork and be gentle not to stab your potatoes with a pitchfork. And the purple ones are hard to see because they're the same color as the dirt. But there you go, here's one here. Here's another one here. Here we go. We found them here. So they're a little smaller potato. They're more like a baby potato. And if you find dirt and you think it might be a potato, I just kind of give it a squish around and see what happens here. Okay, here's another one here. So this year it's kind of interesting because when I pick the potatoes here, I'm finding the seed potato I had, they're all rotten away, which is weird. I've never had them rot that much. Usually they're still intact. They're still intact like a potato. They're just deflated. Let's see what else we got in here. There's another one there. And this, like I said, the start's a bit compacted here. I need to work it up a bit more, but it's okay. And there's not too many in here. So that plant was kind of a dud. So we'll just move down here. And then what happens is once I dig the first hole here, I like to work my way from this side and just pull the dirt forwards. And then you can find your potatoes a lot easier that way, instead of having them digging straight in. Here's a little baby one here. Set him up there. And I did two potato rows, 2 rows in each 30-inch bed here. And it seems to work out pretty good that way. So if I was smart, I'd go get a pitchfork just to help me dig up a bit, because they're pretty hard, this ground here. Okay, we'll keep going here. So there's another one here. So when you pull the plant up, sometimes there's still some on the roots hanging off it. Another one. And sometimes you find wee little baby ones like this. Usually I'll leave the smaller ones in the dirt for next year, but I'm planting garlic here for next season, so I want to make sure I get as much out, so I don't want the potatoes growing back on me between all the garlic. Okay, I'll keep going on here and I'll show you some more once I get more dug out here. So I've dug about 2 feet, a 1.5 feet long, and this is what I've got so far. They're not as prolific as some of the potatoes that I've grown before. Sometimes they get bigger, but they're smaller size this year. What I'll do, we'll go down to the far side here, and we'll try some of these ones quickly. We'll see how these ones look. I'll do a quick dig and then show you what I get out of it. So this plant was a lot more prolific. It was a lot bigger, and got some bigger potatoes in here. The smaller plant was giving us potatoes this size, and this bigger plant has some bigger ones like that. So that's nice. All right, I'm going to harvest a bit here more. I'm going to show you what I get from what I do, and then I got to go harvest some carrots. I have a customer coming over for carrots and eggs this morning, so I got to do this quickly and get it done so I have things ready for her. So like I said, I'll show you the harvest once I get most of it done here. Okay, so here's some more of the purple potatoes I just dug up, and there's some red potatoes here as well. And that was only just in this small section here. Sorry for my shadow right there. So I think I might need to get a pitchfork to try to get a little deeper, because I have a feeling I planted them a little deeper than I'm digging, but the soil's a bit harder under there. We'll come back later and do that. So there you go, guys. There's a quick little video on how to pick your potatoes and tell when they're ready to pick. It's super easy, probably one of the easiest crops you can grow at home, and they store all winter long. And if you have any extra left over, you can use them as seed potato the next year and keep growing. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have an awesome day today, and happy gardening.